Hey guys, today I'm recording from my new laptop because I think it has a really nice definition. So we'll try this. Of course, I had to put it another way, so this angle is a little bit strange, but I think we could use to this. And it's like a little bit more flat, which is kind of nice, and it has a little poster there. So if you wanted something else to look at in the picture. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the future, and not really the future like the future of the world or anything, but rather our future, our personal future, and how much we think about it. Really, I think that from a really young age we are all really, I wouldn't say pressured, although some people are pressured, but we are like put on this path in order to achieve certain goals, and it's like a path with a lot of stations, let's say. Of course, one of the first ones are like simple things that everyone learns, like walking and talking and going to preschool, if you will. Although preschool is not really a must, although today it is, but whatever. Yeah, then it's school and high school and college, university, and then having a job, and then ideally get married, or but that's not really anymore a thing. So like getting to know someone to live with, basically, not really getting married, but that, and then having a full life, enjoying retirement, and then dying. But basically, that's like the path that everyone tries to follow in life. I mean, here and there are some things. I mean, between those big stations, we have like enjoyments and pleasures and discoveries and fear and tragedy and all sorts of things that makes us human, But what if we don't achieve one of those goals? What if we jump one of these things? And many of the things that I talked about are about education, about learning stuff. So what if we jump one of them? For example, I said that preschool wasn't necessary. What if we jump from preschool right to the school? Is that really that bad? I mean, our grandparents, or many of our grandparents, didn't have the opportunity to go to a preschool. So was it really that awful that they didn't went to preschool? It wasn't really. I mean, was it really necessary? And what if someone was taught in at home? I mean, you may think that taught at home is another type of education, so it's kind of the same, but it's really not the same. It's a variation of the same thing, but it's really different to be homeschooled than to be in a school every single day of the week with all the chores and the assignments and the recess and all that stuff. It's really different. And what if we, instead of going to high school, we didn't have time, or our family didn't have money, because in some countries schools cost. I mean, it's only public schools that are free. So what if we were in a private school before, and then we don't have any money anymore, and we don't want to go to public school, and we decide to work instead of going to high school, or we decide to work instead of going to university, or we decide not to work after university, instead educate ourselves some more? Or what if we just don't work and try to make a new thing by ourselves? Is that really that bad? Is that really another future? Is that really like territory that hasn't been explored before? Of course, the answer to all of that is no, because we are not the first to do anything. We are rarely the first in 2017. We are really the first in doing anything. I mean, really, the big discoveries really are, yes, are kind of new. Not really everything, because, for example, if we send a probe to Pluto, yes, it's the first probe to be sent to Pluto. But is it really that? But that doesn't mean that other stuff hadn't gone to Pluto before, So it's sorry, something is distracting me on the window, but I will say what it is at the end of the video. And yes, I mean, we're not really the first ever in doing anything. We're not the first to go to school. We're not the first to drop out of school. We're not the first to have a job, a great job. We are not the first to do anything in this world. I mean, the simple things, the great things, that's another thing. But in life, we are never the first. We are never the first to be someone's boyfriend or girlfriend. That's really not really the case, probably. And even if we are the first boyfriend of that person, we will likely not be the first. I mean, we will likely not be the last. So it's really not the greatest thing to be the first in that case. So it's funny that we search and we look for being so unique and so particular and so amazing, basically, but we don't achieve that because we have made our lives to be a routine path that's it's very determined. It's very put in a case, if you will. If you will, we haven't left any room for improvement in a certain way. So even if we go, we are like, oh, I'm dropping out of college and I'm going to Thailand to investigate elephants. Whatever. I mean, I'm saying whatever it comes to my mind. Even if we did that, we wouldn't have been the first in doing that, and we will fall. I mean, eventually we will have to look for a job in Thailand or with the elephants or whatever, because life has another thing that's very entertaining, and that's things like money that makes us fall in that routine, because if we need money, we have to follow certain rules. If we have to follow certain things, so we don't really go away of anything. I mean, those people that say, "Oh, I haven't looked at my cell phone all day, or I haven't seen my computer in a week." I mean, I didn't have a computer for a week, for example. I had my cell phone, by the way, but I didn't have a computer by the week. Did it change my life or something? Of course not. Did it feel like it changed my life? Sadly, yes, because that's how bad we are right now. We are so fucked up, really, that we need certain things and we are used to certain things, and when those things change, they really change everything for every one of us. So that's really not really cool. And what I'm talking about also is that I have been looking for a job, for example, for months now, and I haven't been able to get one. And I blame a lot of things for that. I blame me also for that, because I started really late looking for a job. And when I say really late, I don't mean that I arrived here and I rested and then I looked for a job. No, I don't mean that. I mean that, for example, in the US, if some of you are from the US or from actually English-speaking countries, in your countries, parents teach you to get a job like from the age of 12, basically, or 15 or something. Like the lemonade stand and all that stupid things from movies. That it is actually true. And that's how McDonald's got as big as it is right now, because it takes advantage of all those high schoolers that are looking for jobs in the summer or whatever. And all these fast food restaurants took advantage of that. And that's great, because people there really initiated in that capitalist world, if you will. And the US, for example, as capitalist as it is, of course it will have to push people to work and to produce money, because that's the point of a capitalist country and system. Of course the US will do that, and that's good. Not all the way good, I would say, but good in general. I didn't have that. I had a kind of a European education in which they taught me that it was better for me to be educated before anything else, to be honest. And of course, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe they did say find a job first and then educate yourself or something. But I never heard it, and I never did. And now I'm 29 years old recently, and I haven't ever had a job, a paying job. And of course, I'm trying to do YouTube. I am trying to do vlogs. I'm trying to do like independent stuff online and such to try to get myself a life, because the routine that the world encloses us in has pressured me to look for something. And for example, I need money. My computer was fucked and I needed money to get it fixed, and I still need that money actually. But my father has a philosophy that he will have any of his children to the age of 30, and then it's all on their own. So I have a year basically. So that's kind of terrible. terrible in the sense that it scares me, not terrible in the sense that I think that he should help me more, because I think he has helped me enough, to be honest. But and I feel bad for many things, but that's the situation I am in, and I cannot. I know that I cannot explain to other people from other places and people that have different lives. I try to explain this to my friends, for example, they don't understand, and it's difficult to make someone understand that I put my education first, and because of that, I sacrificed our work life, and I never realized before that it was kind of suicide, and I mean that moment now, and that's why I'm talking about the future. That's why I'm talking about routines. That's why I'm talking about letting go of certain things, and how we don't never really let go of anything, because we have to follow a certain path in a certain way. I mean, we can change some of the things in that path, but not really that much. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that too, because I got to think a lot in this week, because I read some books, and I relax in other ways than playing games or being on YouTube or whatever. So yeah, I thought of many things, and those are ones that I thought of this week. Sorry if this video kind of rambles a bit, and what distracted me is that I think that there's like a giant spider web outside my home, which is scary. There's like a line I can see sometimes. It's quite awful. But whatever. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment in what you think about your future. What do you think about your life? What do you think about those stations in life that I've talked about? I think it's a very interesting subject. So not very as Saturday subject, but yeah, whatever. It's is going up on Saturday. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with everyone in this channel for us to get a lot more subscribers. Thank you so much. Goodbye.